I kind of need some like background music here at some point. Let me just check and see if this is Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi. Just gotta make sure that this is working and stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I think it's working then. If it says so on this stream, then I must mean it's working. So that's not working. That's fine. I'll figure that out later. But for now, let's take a look. Today I'm feeling a little I don't know. Do 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 do. Last night was pretty fun. I think tonight is gonna be just as silly. Okay, I think it will. Let's see here. Can you hear it on stream? Why can't I hear it at all? Audio is. Cool. So yeah, it is. I just don't know why. Oh, this might be why. Okay. Oh, wait. You think I could beat at least like first two tonight on stream? I think I'll beat the first two castles on stream. Actually, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I'm not even like because I don't really have a following yet. I can't really do anything not fun. Oh my gosh. Here we go. No. Yeah, I'm figuring it out. Yoshi! That's not really good. Yeah, I got this figured out. I have a controller. That's cool. We got one. Got one. Yeah, I guess the problem right now is Oh no. Oh no. No way. No way. No way. I just lost my Yoshi forever. I suck. I'm really sad about this, actually. I don't have a Yoshi. I'm back at square one. I'm getting the hang of this. I got this. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. What? I got this. I got this in the bag, guys. Okay. Nope. Let's just get this done. Why is everything so slow? You didn't see that. Alright, we got this, guys. We got this. That was my bad. I'm still getting the hang of this. This is an emulator. Okay. I I don't have an excuse. How do I get my mushroom down? Here we go. Okay. Come on, Yoshi. I got this. W game. Thank you. I got this! It's when I had somebody join is when I start messing up. That's what it is. I can't do anything right in this game, man. I can't. I just can't. You're a curse? Yeah, you are, my friend. Yeah, you are. This level I'm good at, though. Knock on wood. Right? Give me that coin, man. Unbelievable. You left. That's so sad. Don't leave. Maybe he wasn't a curse. Maybe I'm the curse. Oh man, I could have gotten like a 1-up or something. Alright, beat the castle. Oh, that's what that is. Whew. Oh, Mario, you got this. No way. No way! Shut up. Everybody left my stream because they know I'm bad. Trying. You didn't leave? You did. One fuck. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this anymore, guys. That'll be useful. Alright. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. I freed a Yoshi egg. He said thank you. Can you hear me well? Can you hear? Am I clear? Am I loud and clear? If I'm not loud and clear, then no point. Okay, good. I'm loud and clear. Good. For all the viewers looking at home, I'm louder than the game. That's perfect. That's all I care about. All right, Mario. Come on. Come on. Let me get my superpower up now. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just continue and save. Might as well. Come back, Yoshi. You fucking kidding me? This game's a piece of shit, man. W stream, thank you. Oh, Yoshi can't get up here again. Oh wait, can I go back here? I have to leave Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi doesn't want me to leave. Yoshi doesn't want me to leave. After I beat the second castle, I'm thinking we should go. Watch some videos. How does that sound? I low-key hate what just happened. Oh, okay, well, I lost my thing. Are you joking? No. 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 No, that didn't happen. Yeah. No. Yoshi coin. Oh, okay. Yoshi, Yoshi, Yoshi. I don't even know what I did wrong there. I mean, probably everything. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man. Is this a cave level? Oh. Words shall not remain. Come back here. Oh, this is a joke. This is a nightmare. Alright, Mario. Come on, we can do this. We can do this, Mario. Alright, Mario. I'm gonna double your friend. I think it should be next level or something where we can redeem your mistake earlier. Alright, let's see. I can't kill the ghosts with my cannon. Woo! Felt very lucky all of a sudden. Are you joking me? I mean, are you kidding me right now? I just I just don't even know. I don't know anymore. I forgot this level, to be honest. I think I should get a little I think I should get a friend. Oh wait, why am I going all the way back here? Best power up is literally this level. Okay. Alright. We got this. We got this in the bag, guys. Okay. We're gonna go beat this. We're gonna go beat this castle, and then we're gonna go watch some videos or something. I don't know. Are you fucking kidding me? All that work. All that work for nothing. It's not the time to collect coins on clouds right now. But oh my god, I'm so bad at this game, man. I can't believe my eyes. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Alright, lock in, chat. Alright. Alright, time to lock in. Okay? Alright, guys? Alright? Okay? Does that sound good with everybody? Man. Alright, I gotta beat this. I got it. Already? Already? Dude, I'm not even panicking. I'm just stuck. Oh my god. I have to do this level like a normal person? Alright, let's see what we got here. It's a nice turnout. It's a nice turnout. I'm not even doing anything. Alright. What is going on? I'm not even trying. Just trying to win, man. Why? I can't do anything right in this game. This is the crazy level. This is the level I need Yoshi in. I don't know what happened there. Got it. I don't know what was the point of that, but oh, this guy's crazy. Let's go. Oh, that's my way across, isn't it? Alright. Thank you, Yoshi. No? What? What is going on? I'm back at square one! I don't know what's going on in this game. I don't know what's going on or anything anymore. Honestly, I'm just depressed. I'm going to go get my stupid little. Why? Why? Oh my god. Even me trying to, like, just do something normal, I can't do it. I think this is unrealistic Mario deaths. I actually want Yoshi this time. Fuck Yoshi. Alright, whatever. I can't have everything, I guess. I can't have anything, I guess. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Unbelievable. Crying, man. I'm cutting the stream in a little bit. It's so sad. Wait, oh yeah. No, I have to do this level. I have to start here though. Alright, whatever. I don't care. I don't even care. Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship, man. I don't even. This thing's pissing me off too much. Alright, let's try and beat Bowser's castle. I don't even know whose castle this is. So you're jumping ones? You're joking me. Already. It left? No, I hit it. I hit the bones. I hit the bones. I knew it. You heard it. You heard me clack the keyboard. Hit the bones. Mario's dancing is cooking right now. That's not true. That's a lie. What? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just have to keep going back to this level. It's the only thing I know that works. Even then, it doesn't work all the time. What? Baseballs? I didn't even know there was a baseball there. Come on, I got this. I got this. Spam W's in the chat. Got this. No way. No way. Such a lie. Really? Alright. Gotta work quickly here. Woo! Almost killed myself there. I mean, in game. In game. I don't know what this visual is with. Where's this going? Where's this going? No, no, I don't. No. I'm coming back to this later. Okay? This is unbelievable. I'm coming back to this later. That is pissing me off. I don't even know what to do anymore now, to be honest with you. You know what? We're gonna watch some YouTube videos. We're gonna watch some YouTube videos. I think it'll be good for our mental well-being to watch some tomorrow's teachings-esque videos. I don't have any lined up except I don't know. We could watch a Papa Meat channel video. Papa Meat. You know, Papa Meat's one of the best. Oh no, Gypsy Rose. Secret Life of Human Pets. Delusional World of Online Simping. It's a good one. Hidden Killer in Contact Sports. We gotta watch that. Okay, we're watching that right now. Okay. We're watching a Papa Meat video. I don't know why it just doesn't go to this. We're watching Papa Meat.
Do you want to play college soccer? Then listen up. I'm Tom
That's loud as all hell.
Shortland, the head coach at IMG. The step is to create a profile with the NCSA with over 65,000.
Okay. That's fine.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Come on and sit on. About funny little brains. There's a little professional boxer named Ryan Garcia that's been in the news lately, and it's kind of got me thinking about something. If you know Ryan Garcia, there's a video floating around him breaking into his ex's house, harassing her, and basically destroying the house, everything around it, whatever. It doesn't feel like anything that's extremely new. I mean, he's like a pretty big controversial character talking about Bohemian Grove, the elite, all kinds of weird stuff. Just doesn't seem mentally all there, is what I would say. He's been on a downward spiral recently, and things don't seem to be getting better. He's been making a irrational claims on social media and interviews about witnessing disturbing acts by powerful elites, and he got arrested for causing $15,000 worth of property damage at a Beverly Hills hotel. In some interviews, he's appeared confused or had difficulty recalling information about his career or even his personal life. He was banned for the World Boxing Council for tweets on July 4th. And finally, we had the latest events with his ex. Now, a lot of this could be, people could say drugs, people could say alcohol, and even Ryan himself said that he was going to rehab for such things. But I think maybe, just maybe, it made me think of this, is that Ryan could be experiencing some forms of CTE. I don't know for sure. I don't want to say for sure because CTE requires a post-mortem examination, but I've been wanting to talk about CTE because I think it's fascinating and it's insane. Some of the cases that have come out of people actually having it, you just don't know. And especially because we didn't know CTE was even a thing until 10 years ago, which is insane. So I just want to talk about some of the most disturbing cases found from CTE.
Honestly, those brains kind of look like they look a little good to, eat. Is that weird to say? It looks kind of chewy. It looks kind of, I don't know. I mean, the fact that that's in my head, the fact that I have a brain, the fact that we all have brains is kind of, it's a little weird to think about.
CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is a brain disease that develops over time as a result of repeated head trauma. Bang, 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 bang. This trauma triggers the buildup of tau protein, which slowly spreads throughout the brain, killing brain cells. The distribution of tau in CTE typically follows a unique pattern, affecting the frontal and temporal lobes, which are areas of the brain involved in decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation. And the most common cause of people getting CTE is contact sports.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're hitting everybody in the head like that, I mean, I can't imagine people with headbutting. I mean, like if you headbutt somebody, you're getting some brain trauma right there too.
We're talking about football, boxing, wrestling, hockey, rugby, MMA, and I guess soccer. They get soccer from faking getting hit and then doing that. That's how they get the CTE. Oh, I hit my head doing the front flip. But it's not just athletes who get CTE. No. Being a military veteran also increases the odds of getting CTE from repeated blast and explosion exposure. The shock waves rattle your brain around in a similar way like you were hit in the head playing a sport. And in short, if you repeatedly get blows to your head over and over again, then you are likely to develop CTE. And I'm sure that there's a lot of different cases of it, but I'm talking about people who it is part of their normal, regular routine of getting bashed around, having their heads scrambled. Your brain no likey.
Do you think headbanging causes CTE?
I will never criminalize headbanging to that extent. I would say moshing probably does and getting hit like that, but I don't know. Do you think when you do that, do you think your brain is doing?
At the concert, I could feel my brain rattling around, moving.
I don't think I've ever experienced that before when headbanging. Interesting. If you could feel your brain moving in your head,
A little bit.
you got a lot of empty space in your head, my guy. It is generally a slow disease with symptoms that don't appear until later in life. But the first symptoms that do appear are mood and behavioral changes in your 20s and 30s. Impulsiveness, aggression, and depression are the most common.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet as a streamer, but I can't be. Knock on wood. I'm not going to be one of those kind of like rage streamers, but you never know.
Symptoms of
If I play Mario anymore, that's gonna piss me the fuck off. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now.
CTE. From here, the symptoms get progressively worse and are comparable to symptoms of dementia. That's fucking crazy. At first, you're just a little more irritable, and then after a while, you just start forgetting shit. It's like a weird curse that just plagues you over time. Because you could just wake up one day and you're like, why can't I remember this or that? And then especially with the emotional regulation, you're just like, you get more irritable or upset that you can't remember things. It's just a fucking downward spiral.
Well, there's a correlation too, because it's like going back to the Ryan Garcia thing, it could be like CTE's causing drug abuse. It's like you can't deal with your emotions.
Yeah, you can't can get the puzzle right in your head, so then you turn to things that'll help you escape for a bit: drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. Your brain tissue begins to deteriorate, and slowly you become a completely different person. Which I don't know if anybody's ever had a grandparent or something go through dementia, but it's like one of the scariest things of all time.
That's one of my many nightmares.
You are going to get dementia. If you said you went to a concert and you felt your brain move, you physically felt your brain moving around. How do I fucking know you don't already have CTE? He's gonna kill us. We're gonna show up one day and he's gonna shoot us in the chest. It's gonna be fun. There are 4 stages to CTE. Stage 1, short-term memory loss, mild aggression, depression, and headaches. Stage 2, short-term memory loss, severe depression, outburst, and mood swings. Stage 3, short-term memory loss, aggression, apathy, lack of spatial awareness, and executive dysfunction. Stage 4, short-term memory loss, paranoia, difficulty with language, and even muscle movement. Wow, so you're like, I can't even like move my fucking arm right. Some other symptoms include tremors and rigidity, similar to Parkinson's disease, confusion, and self-harm ideation, and just general self-harm in general. Again, there is no way to confirm if a patient has CTE without a brain autopsy posthumously.
You could try humously. You could try humously, but I don't know how well it's gonna pan out.
Humously. Post-mortem, which is just, how the do we not get the technology there? Is there even a way to reverse CTE?
No, I don't think so.
So yeah, it's like if you got it, you're just like, oh, hey, it's just a ticking time bomb right now.
It's similar to like Alzheimer's in the sense that I don't know what the protein is, but plaque forms for Alzheimer's, and there's no way to reverse it.
That's even worse. Almost actually, never mind. Just figure it out when I'm dead. That'd be a good nightmare. Hey, you have it. Sorry, your brain's gonna turn to goop. And you're like, sounds good. But here is the history of CTE. It's pretty fascinating. I really.
Lucidchart makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best ideas become real.
It always baffles me how long it takes to actually find out that this is a thing. The earliest descriptions of what we now call CTE can be traced back to the 1920s. Dr. Harrison Martland coined the term punch drunk to describe a syndrome observed in boxers who exhibited cognitive and motor impairment after repeated blows to the head. Punch drunk love. Great movie. In 2002, after 77 years of research, Dr. Bennett Amalu published the first evidence of CTE in an American football player.
Is that the "Why Are You Gay" guy? Hold up. I gotta look this up now. Hold up. Hold up. I got this. Is that this thing?
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
That guy's the exact same as this dude. Let's go back to this dude. I wish there was a faster way to do this. See? Look at him. He's a spitting image.
Former Pittsburgh Steelers Mike Webster. After retiring, Webster exhibited severe cognitive and behavioral issues, including memory loss, depression, and erratic behavior. He also struggled with homelessness and financial difficulties. Dr. Amalu requested an autopsy and, upon examination of the brain, discovered the presence of tau protein deposits. It was the first hard evidence that playing football could cause permanent brain damage. However, his findings were met with considerable backlash, particularly from the NFL and other stockholders who invested in the sport. They argued that his study had flaws and lacked scientific rigor. This professional pushback was part of the broader effort to undermine his credibility and maintain the NFL stance that football was not inherently dangerous.
Can't lose money.
We can't lose that sweet dollar. Even in the 1990s, the NFL published studies that concussions were not a significant issue towards players' health. Just get a couple of them. I tell you what's fucking horrifying is here, and I think I've said this multiple times. I met Trent Green, who was the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was like this giant man. I was like, like just a kid. And they had like these little red plastic footballs, and you could have him sign it. He could like barely grab the thing, and I think I said something like, "You're an awesome quarterback" to him like that. "You're an awesome quarterback," and he did. I barely said anything, and he had a person there. He's like, "Okay, thank you," and it moved me along. And at the time, I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's fucking wasted," because I'm like, this guy's fucking been sipping a little something. I think even like my parents thought the same thing because you just had no idea. But no, I mean the motherfucker had like 4 concussions in his. I forgot. Put up how many concussions Trent Green had before he retired. It was a lot.
Dude.
It was like every year you're just like, You're gonna put that motherfucker back out there.
Dude, doesn't Tua have like 2 concussions already for the Dolphins? That's gonna be like that guy's already. I don't know if it's concussions, but he's already had like 2 major injuries, and I know he had a concussion. Like that was, yeah. I don't know. That's scary to think about. If you have 5 concussions and you turn into that guy, I mean that's scary to think about.
Okay, all right. Despite the backlash, Dr. Amalu continued his research and advocacy, publishing additional studies that confirmed the presence of CTE in other former athletes. The CLF co-founder.
Why is he with Will Smith? Why is he with? Why are those 2 together?
You're gonna put that motherfucker back out there. Okay, all right. Despite the backlash, Dr. Amalu continued his research and advocacy, publishing additional studies that confirmed the presence of CTE in other former athletes. The CLF co-founder, Dr. Chris Nowinski, began reaching out to the families of former NFL players and other athletes who had recently passed away to arrange brain donations to the world's first athlete brain bank. That's fucking tight. Dr. Chris Nowinski sounds like a fucking like Transylvanian doctor or something like that. You mind if we dig up your husband and grab his brain for research purposes, of course? Just slam the door in his face.
And then you eat it. I mean, I don't know. If I was a scientist, you gotta at least know what it tastes like. Honestly.
Wait.
Do you think they made players' cards of their brains?
Dude, if the fucking brain bank made actual cards that you could open, like packs of cards, and you got like a picture of their brain, how sick would that be? Do it, Tops. Don't be a pussy, Tops. Run it. Through donations made from the families of deceased athletes and veterans, they have studied over 1,300 beautiful, beautiful brains. We need more brains. I mean, there's no such thing as too many brains, but still, 1,300 brains is pretty sick. It wasn't until 2016 that the NFL acknowledged a link between American football players and being diagnosed with CTE. 2016. That is insane. 8 years. 8 years ago, they're just like, okay, fine. Football players might be able to get CTE. Maybe. The stockholders like, okay.
And no one cares. Football.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a put them out there. That's the thing too. Is like no one gives a shit. They're just gonna be like, of course, they're slammed into you. I don't give a. If I was getting paid that much, I wouldn't care if I got CTE. Is what they'd say. This came after a season in which the NFL players sustained at least 271 concussions. One season, almost a crisp 300. This led to a number of lawsuits involving thousands of players suing the NFL over head injuries. The NFL reached a $765 million settlement to compensate affected players and fund medical research. The league also implemented new concussion protocols and rule changes aimed at reducing head impacts. They're like, hey, by the way, you get a 5-yard penalty if you hit the fucking guy in the head. The coaches are just like, take him out, hit him as hard as you can. Which now I want to go into some of the notable cases of CTE because it's an interesting horror story, a real life horror story of people whose brains basically just mentally deteriorated into soup and did some crazy, crazy dark shit. And we'll start off with Aaron Hernandez, who signed to the New England Patriots as a tight end in 2010 and quickly established himself as a key player for the Patriots, which I don't know if you remember that. Are you a big football guy at all?
We watched the documentary.
No, man, were you back then?
No.
Oh man, Aaron Hernandez, Gronkowski, and Tom Brady together, or especially just Tom Brady and Aaron Hernandez, disgusting, like so good. Aaron Hernandez was fucking amazing.
Did you say Baby Gronk?
Baby Gronk?
Baby Gronk doo-doo. Despite his success on the field, Hernandez's off-field behavior remained problematic. His involvement with violent incidents and connections with gang-related activities raised concerns, though these were often overshadowed by his athletic achievements. The turning point in Hernandez's life came in June of 2013.
That's
He
no
was arrested and charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player. Lloyd was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiancée, Cheyenne Jenkins. Lloyd's body was discovered in an industrial park near Hernandez's home. Surveillance footage, text message, and witness testimonies placed him at the crime scene, and Hernandez's behavior around the time of the murder was increasingly erratic. Reports indicated he was paranoid, believing his phones were bugged and that he was being followed. His actions suggested a man grappling with severe psychological issues, possibly exacerbated by substance abuse and a history of head trauma with his football career. In April of 2015, Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole. Hernandez's behavior in prison continued to be erratic and unpredictable. He was involved in multiple altercations with other inmates and prison guards. He displayed extreme mood swings, ranging from bouts of aggression to periods of of deep depression. His mental state deteriorated, raising concerns among those close to him and prison staff. On April 19th, 2017, Aaron Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell at the Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center in Lancaster, Massachusetts. He left 3 handwritten notes next to a Bible in his cell, addressed to his fiancée, his daughter, and his lawyer. Reports mentioned Hernandez had drawn several symbols on the wall of his cell in blood. These include references to the Illuminati and a pyramid with an eye. He also wrote John 3:16 on his forehead, a verse from the Bible which states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life."
I think he thought he was going to come back to life after that.
I don't know. I think it's just more symbolic. I think John 3:16 is just a very popular Bible verse. He was also implicated in a 2012 double homicide in Boston, although he was acquitted of those charges in April of 2017. His death occurred just days after he was acquitted in the double homicide case, leading to speculation about his mental state and motivations. After Hernandez's death, his brain was examined by researchers at Boston University who diagnosed him with severe CTE. The extent of CTE in his brain was unprecedented for someone his age. So, I mean, he was not the oldest guy.
Whoa! 27. How did he die? Do they know how he died? What? Dude. Oh. Ooh. His death was ruled self-induced. I don't know if I could say the actual word on here. That's crazy. 27. Oh.
But his brain was just, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, you can see it in the photos of it or whatever evidence they have. It's pretty fucking unbelievable. It's a fucking shame, man. Especially, I feel like it's one of those things.
Oh, you know, the brains look like, what's that thing at ramen places? The little, like, crab cake thingy? You know, that's probably why it looks so edible. I don't know. I'm not a cannibal or anything. I'm just saying.
Things too where your brain starts to deteriorate and then you just start giving into all these impulses or whatever, like the gang activity. Why would you do that if you have an NFL contract? Why would you risk that? You're not concerned with the outcomes, but it's like such a petty little pleasure to get out of that. I don't know. Next up, we have Jovan Belcher. He was signed on as a linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2009. Belcher and his wife Perkins had a tumultuous relationship, marred by frequent arguments and allegations of infidelity. Friends and family noted that the couple often quarreled over minor issues, and their fights had become more intense. Perkins had reportedly considered leaving Belcher due to his behavior, but the birth of their daughter Zoe seemed to offer a temporary reprieve. However, the stress of the new parenthood and unresolved conflicts continued to strain their relationship. Belcher exhibited increasing paranoia, believing that people were out to get him. He expressed concerns about being followed and suspected that his phone was being tapped. That's like an ongoing theme. Like the paranoia of like somebody's listening to me, somebody's following me. Why do you think that's always a repetitive theme? If you think that someone's like following you, do you think it's just like people, it's the idea that's like malicious, like someone is trying to...
Oh, you know what? It might be. I should have looked into this because that's a good question. But it might be because your frontal lobe is like damaged that maybe you can't read people's faces. You might think they're suspicious or something. Like they might look at you.
Yeah, you can't read people's like body posture, like because your frontal lobe, like you're saying, yeah, you're able to see like, oh, that person's generally happy, whatever. So now if you like, you could drive by somebody and you're like, what were they? What was that? So now you're just confused by everybody.
Also, your anxiety goes up too. So I'm wondering if it's just like that's just a side effect of the anxiety. You're so anxious, you just think like every.
Yeah, I mean, if you think everybody's out to get you, that just has to be a direct thing. He became more agitated and short-tempered, often lashing out verbally and showing signs of extreme stress. Friends noticed that he would drink heavily, which sometimes led to further arguments with Perkins. And on December 1st, 2012, Belcher and Perkins had a heated argument at their home in Kansas City. The fight escalated rapidly, fueled by Belcher's intoxication and ongoing tension. Perkins was reportedly trying to calm Belcher down, but his agitation only grew. And around 7:50 a.m., Belcher shot Perkins multiple times in the master bedroom. Their 3-month-old daughter Zoe was reportedly in the house at the time, but was unharmed. Thank God. When you hear about that stuff, it's like always the ugh. After the shooting, Belcher's reportedly kissed Perkins and apologized to her. This act of remorse indicated a moment of clarity amid his violent outburst. It's fucking tragically sad, good God. After killing Perkins, Belcher drove approximately 5 miles to the Kansas City Chiefs training facility. He parked his car and entered the facility, where he encountered general manager Scott Pioli in the parking lot. Belcher explained to Pioli what he had done, expressing regret for his actions. He thanked Pioli for all he had done for him and asked him to take care of his daughter. Pioli, and along with 2 other coaches, attempted to calm Belcher and talk him down. Despite their efforts, Belcher remained resolute in his decision. And at approximately 8 a.m., police sirens approached. Belcher knelt behind a vehicle, made the sign of the cross, and shot himself in in the head in front of 3 chief officials. Emergency services arrived shortly after, but it was too late to save Belcher. His death was pronounced at the scene. It's always hard to say, too, with these things with like drugs and alcohol playing factors and having like ongoing tension already. The CTE always just feels like the missing link of like that's the thing to push people over that edge, over that hurdle to not be able to come back. Because I feel like a lot of people, it's like you get separated and you're like, I'm just going to move on, or you can go to counseling, do whatever. But how the can you when your brain is just literally rotting inside your head? If you have no actual way of controlling yourself, it's just like, yeah. Next, we have Philip Adams. In 2010, Adams was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. His professional career spanned 6 seasons, during which he played for multiple teams, including the New England Patriots, the Seattle Seahawks, Oakland Raiders, New York Jets, and the Atlanta Falcons. While Adams showed flashes of talent and versatility as a cornerback, his career was marred by injuries, including multiple concussions, which ultimately hindered his ability to secure a long-term position with any of the teams he joined. The repeated head trauma he sustained during his career likely contributed to his mental health struggles. Friends and family members noted changes in his behavior over the years, describing him as increasingly paranoid, agitated, and withdrawn. And on April 7th, 2021, tragedy struck in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Philip Adams embarked on a violent...
Dude, how do these... I don't understand, man. This is crazy. Like, first off, I don't know, man. Like, I think NFL players, like, this is a huge problem, especially with NFL players, you know? Like, obviously, they were talking about UFC stuff, but, like, the NFL specifically, there's, like, he's already shown 3 major cases. They should have something for, like, NFL players, like, contractually. They can't have certain, like, the fact that all these guys are just, like, using guns and killing all these people, like, that's crazy, you know? That's crazy. This is a real problem. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying take their guns away, but I am saying look what's happening. You know, it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Rampage that would end in the death of 6 people, including 2 children. The victims included Dr. Robert Leslie, a well-respected local physician, his wife Barbara, their grandchildren Ada and Noah, who were 9 and 5 respectively, and 2 HVAC technicians, James Lewis and Robert Shook, who were working at the Leslie residence. At approximately 4:45 p.m., Philip Adams arrives at the home of Dr. Robert Leslie. Adams forcibly entered Leslie's home, where he opens fire, killing Dr. Leslie, his wife Barbara, and their grandchildren.
Study music theory, harmony, and ear training online with Berkeley's renowned faculty. Since 2000.
Outside the home, 2 HVAC technicians, James Lewis and Robert Shook, are working. Adams shoots both men. Lewis is killed at the scene, while Shook, despite being critically wounded, manages to make a desperate call for help. Police arrive at the Leslie residence. They find Dr. Leslie, his wife, and their 2 grandchildren dead inside the home. Outside, they find James Lewis dead and Robert Shook critically injured, but still alive. Police track Adams to his parents' home, which is located nearby. They surround the house and attempt to negotiate with him. Despite attempts to negotiate and de-escalate the situation, Adam remains inside, refusing to surrender. A single gunshot is heard from inside the house. Officers quickly enter the residence and find Philip Adams dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The standoff ends with Adams taking his own life, and an autopsy was conducted afterwards and concluded that Adams had
What? Okay, so what is the difference? So the brain's obviously smaller. Okay. Enlarged frontal horns of lateral one. But like, So this is his brain, and this is a normal brain? And this is... I'm confused. Is this like bleeding inside the brain or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I would actually love to research this myself and like make a video about it or something.
I mean, we didn't go into. I'm confused of like why he chose these people.
It's just random. Literally, he would just like.
So he was just like, oh, this is just a close by house. So it was just all random. So almost every single person, which regardless, it's horrible. But to have it be so uncalculated, to have it be so, it makes the HVAC workers. You have a grandparents with their grandkids there, and it was just like, you're just unlucky today. It's just fucking absolutely tragic. And especially too, what's crazy too is I would like to think in a world that these people, if they could see themselves before their brain was just completely rotted, you would hope to think that they would never come to that conclusion. You know what I mean? In a way, I feel sympathetic for the people who have CTE as well, who do these horrible things, because that's like all you're going to be known for as well forever. And you did a horrible thing. And obviously the victims you have the most sympathy for, but in a way I also feel bad for people who they did a thing that they loved and then they get transformed into a fucking monster. But lastly, I want to talk about probably the most notorious this one, which is Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit was a Canadian professional wrestler known for his technical prowess and intense in-ring style, which if you were in the 90s for wrestling, you fucking know Chris Benoit. I mean, he was like a superstar. 90s, early 2000s, crazy popular. Over his career, Benoit earned a reputation as one of the most respected and skilled performers in professional wrestling. However, behind the scenes, Benoit struggled with various issues, including injuries, substance abuse, and mental health problems. Benoit sustained numerous injuries throughout his career, including repeated concussions. He was also known to use steroids and other substances, which may have exacerbated the mental problems that he already had. Friends and colleagues noticed changes in Benoit's behavior over the years. They also noted that Benoit had become increasingly isolated. He distanced himself from other wrestlers and even from close friends. He often stayed at home and avoided social interactions, which was a marked change from his earlier, more sociable personality. Benoit developed a deep-seated distrust of those around him, and he was suspicious of people's intentions, believing that others were out to get him or harm his career. This paranoia extended to his personal relationships as well, causing strain and conflict. Benoit's mood swings became more pronounced and unpredictable, as he would alternate between periods of deep depression and intense anger. Benoit's marriage to Nancy Sullivan was tumultuous, especially in the years leading up to their deaths. There were reports of domestic disputes and instances where Benoit's aggression turned towards his wife. Nancy had reportedly filed for divorce in 2003, citing domestic abuse, though she later withdrew the petition. On June 22, 2007, Chris Benoit bound Nancy's wrists and ankles and then strangled her. The autopsy revealed that she died of asphyxiation. She was choked to death. There were signs of a struggle, and she had internal injuries consistent with being restrained and attacked. Nancy was found wrapped in a towel in an upstairs bedroom, and a Bible was placed next to her body. And the following day, June 23rd, Chris Benoit sedated his 7-year-old son, Daniel, with Xanax, rendering him unconscious before strangling him to death.
Wow.
The toxicology report indicated that Daniel had been given a high dose of Xanax, which would have sedated him to the point of being unconscious at the time of his death. Daniel was found lying in his bed with a Bible placed next to his body. Then on June 24th, Chris Benoit hung himself using the cord from a weight machine. He fashioned a noose from a cord and attached it to the high pulley on the machine, and then released the weights to hang himself. His body was found hanging in the basement of his home gym. On June 25th, 2007, WWE officials requested a welfare check at the Benoit residence after he failed to show up for the WWE Raw event. Police officers arrived at the home and discovered the bodies of Nancy, Daniel, and Chris. In the days leading up to the murders and his suicide, Benoit sent several cryptic and disturbing text messages to his friends and colleagues. These messages included his home address and information about the location of his dogs, which seemed out of context and raised concerns among those who received them. Benoit's behavior in his final days were increasingly erratic, and reports indicate that he missed a WWE event, which was highly uncharacteristic of him. Post-mortem examinations of Chris Benoit's brain revealed that he had severe CTE. We talk a lot about a lot of like weird horror and disturbing things in this channel sometimes, usually in a joking manner, but this, if it would feel a bit wrong to be that playful with something like this. But I will say that there's just something so deceptively scary about a disease that we really hadn't even acknowledged until the 2000s came around. And even then, that the NFL or a lot of sports associations didn't really take seriously till the 2010s, 2016s or whatever. It's just kind of crazy. And to think that people's brains are just literally melting inside their body from these concussions that keep hitting in their head, and these proteins keep building and just deteriorating their thoughts. And it's happening to people who are top of the top in terms of physical conditioning, literal powerhouse monsters that are walking around. It's pretty wild. And to me, I feel like people don't even still know a lot about CTE. It's just a weird disease that's plaguing all of professional contact sports. And I guess it's scary too, knowing that will probably be more and more cases like this in the future. It's like a looming cloud coming over. You just know it's going to happen, but just who, when. And luckily, they're doing more rules and implementing things to hopefully curb that. But I'd be curious to see what Ryan Garcia's thing, if there is elements of that. I mean, especially for a professional boxer, how many times do you get fucking beat in the head from that? And I don't know. I mean, I obviously it doesn't affect everybody, but it's just a matter of, does that tau protein start like digging into your brain? I don't know. It's like a roll of the dice. Because there are people who are just pieces of shit, who are just like alcoholics and whatever, and maybe they don't have CTE. But just looking at this within itself, it's like you could never really rule it out. I think you got to treat that shit seriously. So I don't know. It's a weird, dark, looming shadow.
That was a good video. That was a good video. I don't know. That's he's right though. That is scarier than fiction. It just is. I mean, the fact that that's real, the fact that that happens, not frequently, but frequently enough to make a video on that. Like it's just sad, you know. But yeah. Okay, I think that'll do it for this stream. I need to start working on making weekly videos. Okay, so I did say this on Instagram, but I am going to start moving towards like earlier streams. Like yeah, I started about like 10:30 ish on this stream, but I want the stream to be somewhere. I want the stream to be somewhere between like um I don't know 6, 5, maybe even 4. And the thing is, I want it to be long. Like I want it to be like 2 hours or an hour, 2 hours and 15 minutes or an hour and 15 even. I don't care. And it needs to be like about the same time, if not longer. The only thing is, nobody's going to watch because now school is rolling around, and I'm not in school, but most of my friends are. So that's going to be something. But yeah, other than that, I think we're just gonna cut. I'm already tired. We're just gonna cut the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll work on maybe some videos. Just check out the YouTube, whatever, because there's a lot of stuff there. But yeah, with that, good night, guys, and bye.